Michigan has been punished.
Thoughts, comments, reaction?
Have they been punished enough?
Wow.
For those that can't hear, Jim is making some poo noises. I'm unsure exactly what the thought is there. Is it like a spit take, Jim? What are you doing?
It's a bullshit, is what it is. It's not a punishment.
He's got a bad cord in his microphone, that's all.
Yeah. This is not a punishment. It's a joke.
It's a joke, Jim says. Nemi, do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's not much. I mean, and Jim Harbaugh in the NFL now, and they said they're not going to punish him or anything. Like,
I'm okay with that. If you want to take that, like, they didn't do that to Tress. They did the same thing. Fine.
didn't they end Tress's career? He never got.
That's the same thing. They did the same thing.
Like it's a show cause thing or whatever, right? So he would have, isn't it like you basically can't come back to college football for 10 years?
They got to show a very, very, very valid reason and do a lot of legwork, and it's not going to happen.
Did he run to the NFL knowing this was coming?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's there you go.
Now I'm going to give you a legitimate, non-bias as I can. Okay. I went to lunch with who I believe, if he ever listens to the podcast, he says he does, but questionable, with a very big Ohio State fan.
Right.
And I got texted from a Michigan fan. At the same time.
You let Michigan fans have your phone number?
This guy, yes, he's one. He's one.
He's one of one.
Okay. I believe the Harbaugh sanction was legitimate. I believe the Connor Stallions was legitimate. I'm okay with this. The program being on probation, I'm okay with this. All of this adds up. Okay?
Waiting for the part you're not okay with.
Where we get, sketchy here is when you compare it to, and it's just, there are some out there that do, to Tattoo-Gate. Ohio State scrubbed a year worth of wins, self-imposed, and the NCAA accepted that. They didn't cost Michigan any of that season or the season before.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe Ohio State did too much. If they did it themselves, maybe they were like, "Yeah, we weren't going to do that to you. You did it to yourselves."
So Ohio State has more integrity than Michigan. Okay, got it. Good.
Or they're dumb enough. Or they're dumb enough to do all of that.
I was like, that just sounds like poor decision making. Is what it sounds like.
I don't want to hear Michigan man anymore. Okay. Anyway,
does vacating wins in the past even matter to you though? Like, what does it matter if they're like,
yes?
Why? Though?
Yes.
Why?
Because they hold it. Have you not seen them hold that shit against? How old are you?
So you're 35.
Do you remember that long streak we had of beating them? I know it's hard. It makes us want to forget when we got beat the last 4 years. I know, but every Michigan fan would rub it in our face that season we had to erase.
I understand that, but so what if they did erase that? Like, what does that matter for us Ohio State fans that haven't beat them in 4 years?
I feel better.
Why though? We still haven't beaten them in 4 years.
I'm still okay. Erase the one. We did. They should, and then I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Erase it. And I'll take the national championship year, give it to them. The year before, erase it.
Do you think Muff will get into what you want to get into what the penalties were before we talk about them?
Yeah, sure. Jim's already stated, the probation, 4 years probation, a $50,000 fine plus 10% of the football program's budget, and a fine equivalent to the lost postseason revenue for 2025 and 2026. So that's financial implications.
Mathematically, that's, from what I heard, it's the equivalent of 2 postseasons or 25 to 30 million.
Total.
Which is one.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty big ban, but Barstool could just write a check tomorrow and change all the fix.
Well, that's what does that matter? I mean, Ohio State has people that could write that check all the same if that happened to them right now.
But we didn't when we got Tattoo-Gate. Let's make sure we preface this. We did not have Tattoo-Gate and NIL back then.
Now that I agree with.
Right. Okay. I understand that the landscape of college football has changed. I'm not going to disagree with that.
In relation to that, hold on, Muff. I just want to put some context.
Yeah.
Tennessee just got punished the end of last year, very recently. They're the last team to get punished. Had $8 million in fines. So
Okay.
I'm okay with the sum.
That was recruiting related, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So total monies you're good with.
Yep.
Without this comparing to previous and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Like at face value, you're like, okay, 20-30 million, that's fair. We have a 25% reduction in official football visits this upcoming season, and a 14-week prohibition on recruiting communications. This is all related to Jim Harbaugh, correct?
Yes, that was, I believe, separate from the cheating.
Correct. Yeah, that was something that it happened previously, and it was still sitting there waiting to be, for lack of a better word, adjudicated.
Yeah.
So, how do we feel about that? Do we feel that is fair? Because a lot of that was COVID recruiting violations, I believe.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Connor Stallions gets the 8-year show cause. Jim Harbaugh gets the 10-year, which starts in 2028 because he already had show cause from the recruiting violations.
I think they should flip the 10 and 8, if that's just me. Let's give the guy who did this and flaunted and destroyed evidence and all this other shit, because Connor Stallions is the madman behind it.
I actually will say I agree with you there. I thought the same thing.
Flip the numbers.
Right. Okay. That's fair. So, but the numbers themselves...
Yeah, they're okay.
Legitimate. I mean, again, we all know that Jim Harbaugh wasn't going back anyway. Sherrone Moore has a suspension.
Yeah.
Which includes 2 self-imposed games.
I don't like that. Why self-imposed? Because Oklahoma's week 2?
Yes. Which is horse shit. Because that's his alma mater, and that's a storyline that they can tell. Horse shit.
I'm in agreement.
So this is probably dumb, and I've kind of wondered this for a while. What was his big involvement in this? Just because he was part of it?
He had evidence, and he destroyed it on his cell phone.
Okay. I just genuinely, it's been like he gets brought up all the time, and I'm like, I don't really, because he came.
Yeah. He knew about it. Like he was involved.
That's what I'm saying. That's it, though. It's okay.
Yeah, he didn't propagate it or push it.
He just didn't report it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Joe Paterno.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. We have a whole different show if we're talking about Joe's involvement, because you and I have had that.
Yeah.
That's basically the start of this podcast is the Joe Paterno conversation. So let's not do that again.
I'm just saying it very like a 20,000-foot view of being involved in the mix, and did he do or not do enough?
Yeah.
That's that view, not like we're not getting into the nitty-gritty there. Denard Robinson gets a 3-year show cause. I did not realize his name was involved with all of this.
I think that's recruiting.
That's part of the recruiting?
I think.
Maybe that's why it hasn't shown up in my life. So, and Sherrone Moore also 1 game in 2026.
That's the thing that makes no fucking sense.
Why don't you just do 3 in 2025?
Just do 3 in 25 and let's get this over with.
I thought it'd just be.
Because they can't do Oklahoma, or they would have.
Well, I thought it would just be in a row, like.
Yep, boom, boom, boom. Nope, we got to skip that Oklahoma game, so we'll tack it on to the next year, and everybody will be okay with the fact we skipped Oklahoma.
I wonder what other games are that week, and I wonder if that's a game day.
It's got to be the D game of the week that week.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, week 3, you're starting to get into some BS games in the SEC prior to SEC play. Probably some low-level Big Ten games for those that are doing it. Yeah, that's probably a game day star.
Makes sense then, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the machine, boys. Got to keep the machine going. So those are the penalties, the fines, everything involved with that. You have, for good reason in this case, made a parallel or a comparison to Tattoogate.
Yeah.
There are also people that are making the comparison to Reggie Bush and USC.
I don't think they're the same.
Explain.
I don't think it's because I don't think there was a systemic issue with the program with Reggie Bush. I think Ohio State, and I will come out and say and probably get roasted, I think Ohio State had a compliance issue or lack thereof, any compliance, and tried to skirt the situation and got caught, and they got smashed. I think it's the same because of the undercover bullshit and all of that. Whereas like Reggie Bush took some donors that he shouldn't have taken and got his parents a house. Like that has nothing to do with USC.
Right, it's an individual player
Yeah.
make it in a very unique situation
Yeah.
at that time. At least that came to light at that time.
Right.
Probably others that were doing similar things,
Oh, I'm
but
sure.
he's the one that got caught. And not just at USC, across the country.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now that we've got some Ohio State takes here, Nate, do you think that this is a fair punishment for Michigan?
I mean, I think no vacating of wins seems odd, but at the same time, who gives a shit? You're still gonna remember who won the game. Like
Nope.
you take
Mm-mm.
like you
Fuck
take
you.
people's wins away. I mean, that's like any other thing. It's like, oh well, we're gonna take your record away. We're gonna take your award away. It's like, yeah, people still know was the athlete who won the game. Like you can say, oh, it was vacated, but no one's really gonna remember that.
Yes.
I agree with that.
He won. They won because they cheated. If you take the win away, you're putting
You're
ownership
taking
on
the
the cheating.
taking the win away on paper. Who gives a shit?
Fairness does. Justice.
Oh, justice.
Justice Warrior.
Fairness and justice. Let's remember
We're gonna
all of
get
this for
justice
later
against them
on.
this year. We're gonna get justice against them this year, Jim.
Hey man, I'm not holding my breath. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of skepticism about the game this year for Ohio State fans, or at least one
What
Ohio State fan.
happened? What happened?
Alex, fair. Michigan's punishment.
I expected to see a vacating of the win, but my opinion on it is very similar to Nate's, where like I still know that like if just saying Ohio State because it's the elephant in the room, I still know that Michigan beat Ohio State. Like either way, it wouldn't change my opinion.
Okay. In all seriousness and joking aside, I know this is a podcast, we're having good times, but the premise here is they cheated, they got caught, they lied, they covered it up.
Well, I just said I expected them to have vacated games. I'm
not really necessarily holding you accountable, Alex. I'm just trying to talk about why I'm adamant about vacating. If that's the premise, then do we not go back and go, that's when they cheated, we're not going to stand for it, we're vacating the cheat? Like, I'm just thinking as like a parent. I'm going to punish that behavior. I'm going to show you that behavior. And I'm going to make that behavior, the consequences, like, lock in together.
I think more than that, what I'd like think it would be that like the benefits they got from winning the national championship.
Sure, yeah, that's good. I like that. That's
take the
a
money
great
away.
point.
Like, who cares about the win itself? Take the money away and be like, well, you don't get your prize then.
I like that. Then take the trophy too.
Okay, if that makes you feel
That's the petty ass Ohio State guy right there.
Get it back. I was like, okay.
There's the Ohio State homer sneaking back.
Right, and we know Ohio State doesn't get the trophy, though.
I don't care. Just take theirs out.
As long as they don't have it.
Honestly, if it was Pitt, I might feel the same, so I won't.
Right.
All right. My personal opinion is, right, I think this demonstrates to me how the NCAA will handle things in the future. Whether, I mean, I'm not going to say, I don't think we'll ever see a cheating scandal like this again, at least that comes to light. But it's an economic war now. Like, the wins are the wins. We're not going to mess with that unless there are like just serious systemic issues in the program that persist for 5, 10, 15 years that you've been covering up. It's an economic war now. We're going to hit you in the pocketbook. We're going to make you then have to go back to your donors and ask for more money, or take things from your football program budget itself, right? That's the revenue. It's the profitability of your program. You've got to make up for that now. I did expect to see a little bit more maybe in scholarship stuff. Like, even if that's a placeholder now and it doesn't mean as much because you can compensate student athletes in other ways, I thought the NCAA would at least just based on principle say scholarship restrictions, take scholarships away. But again, maybe that's their realization that doing that does not have the same effect anymore, because you're going to get millions of dollars for those high profile recruits anyway. And for programs like Michigan, everybody's going to get some money. So what is taking their scholarship away doing? So I think it is going to be an economic war with the NCAA into the future. Those are my thoughts. Vacating wins, with Alex and Nate. We're always going to remember who won the game, regardless of how they did it.
Yeah, it's fair.
So, sure, we'll hear more about this, especially leading up to the post-Thanksgiving weekend.
Honestly, no. This, and you know what? I'll put this in the notes right now.
Oh,
Oh,
keepsakes.
Here we go, keepsakes.
So wait, the keepsakes. For those maybe tuning in for the first time, or we've kind of
that's
gone
fine.
back and forth keepsakes. Explain the keepsakes, Jim, and let us know what's in the keepsake folder at the moment.
Thank you. That's a great point, Muff. Keepsakes. These are things that I'm going to hold in our memory banks, kind of like a time capsule for us to revisit, but also for accountability.
So it's like a list of takes.
Yes.
It's hot takes that you can revisit and show somebody that they were an idiot.
Got it.
Yes. I've been like tracking this Anthony Richardson doesn't make it past the Steelers. Like I'm really pulling for this one.
So what do we have in the folder now, Jim?
Muff, there's one in here I can't repeat because we said we were only going to say it one time on the show. Muff says Dolphins versus Bengals over. Anthony Richards doesn't make it past the Steelers. And then we all know what a Panther is.
Yeah, that was the one. I was like, I think Nate actually, of all people here, who
Right.
he contributed the one that we don't repeat.
And now, for the fourth installment, Jim will no longer bring up the Michigan cheating situation.
Oh wow!
Ever?
Yep, it's done.
I thought this. Okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity to amend.
Yep.
I said the week of the game.
I'm saying I'm not even bringing it up.
That's
Because they're sanctioned and it's
It's
done and
done.
over with.
It's done and over with.
I thought you were done with this like a long time
Yeah, but
ago.
if this is news and it's a podcast, I got to talk about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
We can't brag on him.
So if there's news that comes out related to this, then we can bring it back up.
I feel like if it's significant news, it opens it up for discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
I'll-
somebody
I'll
else
do that.
brings it up,
There's a disclaimer to this keepsake.
Jim. No, I think Jim won't bring it up. But if
Yeah,
someone
I
else-
will not bring it up.
but if
Alright,
we bring it
fair
up, he's allowed to answer the question.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So we're putting a pin in this.
Yep. It's in the keepsake box.
It's in the keepsake box. I've seen this popping around on social media. Just want to get the boys' thoughts here.